What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are getting into tonight's race. We got the Midweek Burnout ARCA Series here again, brought to you by Factory 11. These guys getting ready for 80 laps for tonight's main event. Something a little bit different with these guys, though, over what you're used to seeing on the asphalt side on these big tracks, is we are going to be going to heat races. It's going to be 2 10-lap heat races, and then into tonight's main event. It will be 80 laps for tonight's main event. There is going to be an invert of 6, the top 6. We're going to be ready here in just a few, as we got about 2.5 minutes left here in practice. Cody Nevin in the number 11 out on the track. We got 2 different sessions. Let's see. I don't know if we got 2 sessions or not. No, I don't think we did. I think everybody is in the same session. And there goes Tyson Banks pulling off the track in the 747. Alexander Smith out there putting down laps. Currently Keith Hackney, Hunter Hollenbeck, Shane Haas, Tyson Banks, Alexander Smith, your top 5 here tonight as we get ready for the main event. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. These guys are going to have to manage these tires. I went out there and did a few laps. It does like to eat that right front. You're going to have to be smart about how you use those front tires, how hard you drive them in. Did I put that? Oh. All right. Sorry. I lost a snack. This is going to be a 2-hour session here tonight. So I had to get my snacks and get ready. Make sure you guys message out there on your favorite platform so I know that you guys are getting them, that you guys are seeing the stream. Javelin Demon. Yeah, I didn't see that. Hold on. Let's see. Did you just make it quicker than the bot? All right, so that one isn't. TikTok is not showing me. Let's go check YouTube. Trying to make sure I got all the chat. All right, so that is working. I don't know why it's not working over here on TikTok. Let's see, Facebook. Facebook, you working? Let's go take a look. Is Facebook working? Facebook is not showing up either. Well, ain't that about a bitch? All right, we're going to get ready for qualifying. I'm going to see if I can fix this debacle as these guys get out on the track. Oh, there's the Facebook one. All right, so we got Facebook. I just got to figure out what's going on with TikTok. Let's see who's going to be the first one to jump out on the track for qualifying, as it just jumps over to that session. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this. And we're going to... Now let's go ahead and try the TikTok side. It's not showing. It's not showing up on my OBS. That's what I'm trying to fix right now so I can see the chat. Looks like Cody Nevin coming out on the track here tonight. Holy freaking likes. Is that you, Demon? Oh, that's Shane Haas. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I'm seeing it. It took Shane Haas to send a message. It was all because of you, Shane. Appreciate you, Shane. All right, looks like it's working now as we got Cody Nevin out on the track. Let's go ahead and put the best times up there. Alexander Smith out on the track in the number 9 machine. You've been doing likes. I seen that. No, you sent a message. I just didn't see it. It didn't show up on OBS. I was just about to test it again. As Alexander Smith going to come across the line, let's go ahead and see, he's going to go out there with a 30.36. That's not enough. Landon Moody going to go out there with a 30.005. Now, one thing I noticed when I was out there doing some test runs with these guys, I was ghosting out there a little bit earlier on in their practice. The second lap was definitely the quickest for me. I expect to see that here. Let's see if Alexander Smith able to pick up the pace here on lap number 2 as he comes to the line. Let's see if he can get into those 29s as he comes across the line. And Moody goes up with the 29.006. I don't know if something happened, but it definitely, he might have just matched his time. But Alexander Smith did not pick up the pace. How about Timothy Mesmer to the number 2 spot? Make it the number 1 spot as he comes across the line with a 29.979 out there with the quick time. Holland back out on the track right now. He was second quick on the chart in practice. Look for him to put down a heater. Looks like Mark Thrash is out there. Shane Haas is 4th right now. Make it 5th. That the grass. What's up? What's up? All right, let's see what Hunter Hollenbeck is able to do. We'll keep an eye on Mark Thrash's time. Well, we'll jump over to Mark Thrash because he's a little bit further in his lap, and we'll jump over to Hollenbeck. Let's see what Mark Thrash is able to do here on lap number 1. So Mark Thrash out there on the track right now in that number 38 machine. Let's see. He's going to go high through turn number 3 and 4. I think he's really trying to pick up that pace for lap number 2. Get some heat in those tires and absolutely send it. He's going to scrape the grass there. Mark Thrash goes 13th quick. Let's see what he's able to do here on lap number 2. Hollenbeck's going to be the first 29 we see on their first lap. Hollenbeck goes quick time with a 29.964. Mark Thrash out here heating it up for lap number 2. Let's see what lap number 2 is going to look like for the number 38 as he comes across the line. He's going to go 30.043. He's going to be 6th quickest on the charts as it looks like Hollenbeck is going to go out there with and put down a 29.945. He's going to have the time to beat, but there is one guy out there on the track right now. He was the quickest one in practice. He's going to look to beat that lap time. It is going to be Keith Grip Hackney out there on the track. The night sky, that's what's up. It is a night sky. Unless you're demon, you still got some sun. Hackney, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Well, that's the unique way. I don't think I've ever seen anybody come up to their first lap quite like Hackney just did. I'm wondering if maybe being down on the flat for that long adds a little bit more heat, or that balance between using tires and not using tires. Dalton Allen, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. So we got going over on TikTok. Any likes, shares, and follows out there? We do have Demon with the shares. As here comes Grip Hackney. He's going to start his money lap. Right now, Hunter Hollenbeck at the top of the charts. Timothy Mesmer, Cody Nevin, Landon Moody, and Tyson Banks. Your top 5. Got 1K? Yeah, we do. As here comes Hackney. Let's see what kind of lap time he's going to put down here on lap number 2 here in the number 69 machine. I got to imagine he's going to have a heater now. Will this be the quick time as he comes across the start-finish line? Let's see where Hackney is able to put that number 69. He goes quick time with a 29.903, a half a tenth quicker than Hunter Hollenbeck. Good lap for Keith Hackney as he takes the quick time here in qualifying. Pointer's going to be 9th quick in his second lap. I don't know if Ryan Green, Jared King, or Randy Reese are going to go out there and put down a lap time. I don't think they are. They don't have enough time. It is about 50 seconds left here in qualifying. So that looks like that's how qualifying is going to be. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 is going to have Keith Hackney and Timothy Mesmer on the front row. Heat race number 2 is going to have Hunter Hollenbeck and Cody Nevin out there. Later, buddy. Good to see you. I'm glad you jumped in real quick. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow night. As that is going to be the end of qualifying, we're going to get into heat race number 1. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 1 as they get out there on the track. We're going to go ahead and pick a camera here. It is going to be Keith Hackney starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. Outside of him in the 327, it's going to be Timothy Mesmer. Starting inside row number 3. I like that paint. That's a good paint, Landon. It's going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody. Outside of him, in the number 9 machine, it's going to be Alexander Smith. Starting inside row number 3, in that number 5 spot, it's going to be Sean Pointer. Outside of him, in the number 15, it's going to be Nicholas Eli. Starting inside row number 4, in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Shane Haas. Outside of him, in the number 88, it's going to be Kevin Prettyman. Starting inside row number 5, in that number 34 machine, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. Outside of him, in the number 36, it's going to be Remington James. And rounding out the field here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be Randy Reeser. Look, that made me laugh, and then I looked at your name. Like, that was a double whammy. I see Timothy needs to get disqualified, and the person that sent it is HIV Clinic. Like, how do you not laugh at that? That is freaking hilarious. All right, we're going to get ready for heat race number 1. They're going to roll off the starting grid. I need to go ahead and change that to gaps. As they roll off the starting grid, Keith Hackney and Timothy Mesmer are going to bring them to the green flag as they stack them up 2 by 2 down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 1? I'd almost, unless something drastic happens, I'd almost have to guess that it's going to be Keith Hackney here on heat race number 1. He's going to be tough to beat. What is that? Sorry, I'm just looking at different stuff I can do with the overlays. All right. We got them stacked up 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. We are looking for the green flag this time by here in heat race number 1. Coffee, thank you for the share, by the way. I know you're gone. Did get a new follow. I'm not sure who it was, but appreciate that follow. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, we are looking for the green flag this time by. They got them stacked up 2 by 2. Who's going to win heat race number 1? 10 laps here. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for that start finish line 2 by 2. Pace truck's going to pull off. Who's it going to be here tonight? As they come down the front straightaway, looking for that green flag. It is going to be green flag is out as Hackney leads them for turn number 1. Timothy's going to have a great jump on the outside. They're going to be side by side down into turn number 1 and 2. Can he get down in line? He's going to lose some ground. Moody's going to fill in that gap. That leaves Mesmer up to the high side as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Moody. Moody's going to stick it 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He is looking for that lead. He knows he's got to go early while those tires are fresh. He's not able to get it, but he is going to get second. They all bounce off the wall coming out of turn number 4, except for Hackney. Here comes Sean Pointer in that number 20. I forgot he was in this one. He could be one to watch as he is making his way up to the number 3 spot. Will he get up there and try to find his way around Hackney as Moody is going to pull away from those two battling out, Mesmer and Pointer side by side for that number 3 spot. Looks like Timothy going to take the number 3 spot. The bottom side does. Oh, man, I don't know what this track's going to do here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. What's up, Parker? Down the front straightaway going to be Hackney leading the way. I'll tell you what, Moody is reeling him in. You'd think he was a piece of cake the way Moody's chasing him down as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, sorry, down the back straightaway. Now heading for turn number 3 and 4. They're pulling away from the field. We could end up with a battle for the lead here as they're getting pushy back in the back between the 15 and the 34. It's the 15 of Nicholas Eli and the 34 of Brandon Gibbs. These guys pushing on each other a little bit as they gain on Shane Haas. The 15 of Eli to the high side of the number 23. Just ahead of them, Pointer is not going the right direction anymore as they head through turn number 1 and 2. And I'll tell you what, Timothy Mesmer is reeling in Landon Moody and Keith Hackney down the back straightaway. I bet you didn't know join the stream. Who's I didn't know. Out of turn number 4, leading the way. It is going to be a battle for, Pointer sideways. Battle for second, now starting to pick up as Timothy has reeled in the number 84 as they got 4 laps in the books. We're going to get 6 laps to go. Into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Pointer, though. Pointer up underneath Timothy. These cars running like a yo-yo. I thought Pointer was going the wrong direction for a little while. Here he comes out of nowhere, now battling for the number 3 spot as, contact as Eli's making his way forward in the number 15. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side for that number. Nope, not anymore. I was going to say that number 5 spot. They're going to get back single file as Shane Haas stuck up on the outside above Brandon Gibbs. He's going to have a nice roll through turn number 1 and 2. I know who you're talking about. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes Mesmer up underneath Moody into turn number 3 and 4. They make contact. Big save out of Landon Moody. Here comes Pointer. He's going to take advantage. 3 wide to the bottom. Pointer to the number 2 spot. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Man, these heat races are better than the feature. I ain't going to lie. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, Pointer makes a big move. Takes that number 2 spot as Mesmer and Moody still side by side down the back straightaway. It's Hollywood again. What's up, buddy? Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Timothy sliding back into that number 3 spot. He's going to get back on that bumper, or 4 spot. He's going to get back on the bumper of Landon Moody as they come across the line. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Keith Hackney leads the way. He's got his teammate Sean Pointer behind him. That should give him a little bit of breathing room as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. But Moody trying to reel back in that number 20. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Timothy starting to look low on Moody. Can't quite get there as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go at the line. Who is going to win? Heat race number 1 as they come across the line down into 1 and 2. Man, they are racing hard. Shane Haas struggling a little bit in that number 23. Hopefully he can get it figured out. It is a long race here tonight. Look for him to move his way forward. And I'll tell you what, these dirt guys definitely starting to take to some asphalt as they head into turn number 3 and 4. I agree. I agree. I'm not going to argue with that. It should have more views. We'll get there. We'll get there. We just started, so they'll start to come in here. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 1 and 2. It's going to be Hackney leading the way. Pointer in second. White flag is out. Will we get a change for the lead? Pointer going to start to look to the outside, down the back straightaway. Hackney's going to come up high, down into turn number 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag. Timothy looking up underneath Moody for the number 3 spot. Out of turn 4, here comes Timothy down low. Moody banks the wall. He gets into Timothy. They're down through the grass. Eli's going to take the spot. It's going to be Hackney, Pointer, Eli, Gibbs, Mesmer, Moody, Smith, James, Haas, Reeser, and Prettyman rounding out the field. What a finish here tonight. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, you got to be lucky. You got to be lucky. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it stacked up 2x2 for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be the number 72 of Hunter Hollenbeck. Outside of him in the number 11, it's going to be Cody Nevin. Starting inside row number 2 in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Outside of him in the number 38, it's going to be Mark Thrashcan. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 13 machine, it's going to be John Smeal. Outside of him in the number 64, it's going to be Connor McGowan. Oh my God, they almost all just tried to die. Starting inside row number 4, it's going to be Brennan White in that number 7. Outside of him in the number 17, it's going to be Dalton DeRosa. Starting inside row number 5 in that number 21 machine, it's going to be Tony Baszler, the bastard. Outside of him in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Ryan Green. Then rounding out the field here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be Jared King. We're going to be looking for that green flag as Hunter Hollenbeck leads him down the back straightaway. That'll clip. Yeah, I'm going to need to go in and clip that one, aren't I? As they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Man, we definitely don't have the viewers I was expecting to have out here. It's been kind of soft here lately anyway. I mean, it's not just... Help if I had the right title over on Twitch, too. We are looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah. Yeah, you are. I seen you were struggling. You get it figured out, Shane. I got faith in you. I got faith in you, Shane. What's up, user 6342377928817? Go Nevin, he says. Green flag is out as they come across the line. Going to be Hunter Hollenbeck in. He's actually in the number 18. He's not in the 72. As they come down the front straightaway, down into turn number 1 and 2. Hollenbeck going to lead the way. Nevin's going to go to the top. We got contact between Banks and Thrash. Thrash going to take the number 2 spot out of turn number 2. Oh, big contact behind these guys as they come down the back straightaway. Man, they are beating and banging. I think they're trying to get this thing figured out as they head into turn number 3 and 4. You know what's crazy? Most of these guys can drive it straight without any problems on a dirt track sliding. And here they are struggling on asphalt as we got 2 through the infield. It's going to be Ryan Green and Jared King going to the grass, cut the grass down the front straightaway. Going to save a little bit for the land crew here tonight as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So we lost a couple up at the front. No big deal. Both those guys still make it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Hollenbeck to the high side as Nevin and Thrash going to battle it out for that number 2 spot as they come to the line. Who's going to have it at the line? It's going to be Mark Thrash at the line that time by. He slipped on a banana down into turn number 1 and 2. I think there was just a lot of beating and banging. And it was, oh my God, he just hit the wall. That was Tony hard in the wall in that number 21. I don't know what happened to him there, but he took a big lick in the wall as we go back up to the front. They're 2 and 3 wide. Nevin looking for the lead out of turn number 4. Out of turn number 4, Nevin up the track. He's going to try to take the lead as they come to the line. Here comes Hollenbeck back low. Big push from Thrash as it's going to be Cody Nevin at the line. Oh, he turned him. He turned him into turn number 1 and 2. Will that be a caution flag? Mark Thrash, I don't know if he turned him, but he definitely got turned. Mark Thrash takes the lead as they come out of turn number 2. Let's go take a look and see what exactly happened there. Hollenbeck came back up the track and cut across the nose of Mark Thrash. Nothing Mark Thrash could do there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's looking like he's going to win heat race number 2 here as they come down the back straightaway. Down the back straight. Mark's fault. It's always Mark's fault, though. It's always Mark's fault. Oh, we got a gift? We got a gift? What do we get? What do we get? Track time. Thank you for the OMG. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate it. As they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be 4. Man, that was a lot that happened in 4 laps. Now into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to be 5 laps in. Oh, I'm on. Oh, shit. I didn't even put it. I don't know why it didn't go back up to the right time. SDK is being a little dumb here, guys. Hold on. You got a new idea, new scheme idea for Mark? Let me know. I want to hear this. Is Thrash going to lead the way as they come across the line? Lap number 6 complete. Gummy Bear. As we got a battle for that number 2 spot. We got a couple guys probably didn't expect to be battling for second. John Smeal currently in that number 2 spot. He's got Connor all over the back of him as they come out of turn number 2. Gummy Bear gift. Oh, we got a Gummy Bear gift. We got 3 Gummy Bear. Hi, Gummy Bears. Appreciate that. Track time. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't always see them right away because it doesn't notify me on OBS. I got to go look at the TikTok studio as they come across the line, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Mark Thrash leading the way. Battle for second as Connor trying to roll that bottom side. Doesn't, man, they can get side by side, and I thought that bottom side was going to be dominant here tonight. That is not the case as they head into turn at number 3 and 4. Looking for that 2 to go as they come across the line out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash continues to lead the field. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is getting dicey back there. I didn't realize Tyson Banks didn't get knocked out of this one. He fell back a few spots. He is back here trying to drive his way back forward, but has to get back in line. Yeah, it's high and then by. Mark Thrash going to get that 1 to go as they come across the line. Looks like we might end up still with a battle for third anyway, as here comes the 17th of Dalton DeRosa into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to look up underneath, not able to make the pass as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He lost a lot of time as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the 7 of Brennan White looking up underneath. He's looking to take that spot away as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Thrash. Oh, we got a battle for second as they come to the line. It's going to be Thrash, Connor McGowan, John Smeal, Brennan White, Dalton DeRosa, Tyson Banks, Jared King, Ryan Green, Cody Nevin, Hollenbeck, and Basler are your field. I'm just glad you would be gone. Yeah, we got to boot Demon every time. Robert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that follow. All right, so they're going to go ahead and get a 5-minute warm-up here. What a race. What a couple heat races. That was a blast to watch as these guys are going to go out on the track, get some laps in. Do they just wreck everyone at that? I mean, sometimes it happens. We'll see what they do. This is a bunch of dirt guys. Most of these guys are dirt guys. It's Mark's fault every time, for sure. That's exactly what Demon said. All right, so I just heard, yeah, it is going to be hard to survive. So they're going to get 70% fuel. They got 3 sets of tires, and they got to take care of those things. So they got about 30 laps of fuel. They're going to need to pit 2 times. Yeah, Brandon, it is definitely going to be a game of survival. You are not lying. All right, so Moody going to go to the top of the charts here in the warm-up. They're going to get about 5 minutes here. We're going to get into tonight's event. Just wait till tomorrow and he drives with yeah, right. Don't stop. Yeah, don't step on it again, Landon. Wise words from your father. Don't mess it up. All right, guys, I just want to take this moment. If you guys like the content on the channel, go Moody. Yeah, Moody should have a good run here. If you guys like the content on the channel, I have subscriptions on every single channel turned on. If you like the like it, and you can manage $5 a month. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Appreciate it, Track Time. That helps keep it going. I just had to buy a new CPU, so all that stuff, all that little bit of help does make a difference. Helps me keep my equipment up to date. I do not charge these leagues for broadcast, so anything you guys do, I definitely appreciate it. It's all about the content for you. Moody out front. Moody with the quick time. Alexander Smith looking like he's got a little bit of time. I appreciate it with the great announcing, Track Time. I usually do a lot of dirt, so I've been doing this, but normally it's just Thursdays, my asphalt day. You should come visit us when we do Monday night. Monday night's the best night to come visit us for dirt. He probably won't hear. We'll see it tomorrow though on Woot. I got to figure out what we're doing for Woot tomorrow, Demon. What do you think would be a good car? Maybe we go street stock somewhere? Maybe street stocks at Vegas. Could be a fun combo. Well, hold on. Trying to get a snack in before we get racing. Do you have iRacing, Track Time? It's not too hard. This one's a league. My Tuesday night tomorrow is open hosted, so it's just a matter of getting in there. Homestead would be fun, but it's definitely difficult. What else? Mondays I do my top split openers, and Tuesday is the City of Fulton Dirt Series, and then we have the AMX Pro 2s on Dirt Oval. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, look for the MDI TV. We'll do something. We call it Wood on Thursdays. It's wide open. Street stocks at Auto Club is always a good choice, Shane. I might do that. That might be a good choice. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking we might do a little bit of throwback street stock, because street stock's always fun. We haven't done Michigan in a while, Legacy Michigan in a while either. The modifieds suck because you can't. So yeah, we try and keep it cheap or common cars for asphalt guys when we do the wide open. And anybody, it's the first 45 drivers that get in the session, so make sure you keep an eye on it. 10 p.m. tomorrow night, Eastern time. All right, let me get a drink, and we're going to get ready for tonight's starting lineup. They are the OG of Woo. I mean, we like the street stocks are fun to drive, and I think they got better when they redid them. Not going to lie. I think the street stock got better when they redid it. All right, let's get ready for tonight's main event. Let's get up tonight's starting lineup. Remember, there was an invert, so it is going to be John Smeal starting on the pole here tonight in the feature. Outside of him, in the number 15, it's going to be Nicholas Eli. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 64 machine, it's going to be Connor McGowan. Outside of him, in the number 20, it's going to be Sean Pointer. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 38 machine, it's going to be Mark Thrash. Outside of him, in the number 69, it's going to be Keith Hackney. Starting inside, row number 4 here tonight in the number 34 machine, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. Outside of him in the 7B, it's going to be Brennan White. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 37 or 327, it's going to be Timothy Mesmer. Outside of him in the number 17, it's going to be Dalton DeRosa. Starting inside, row number 6 in the number 84 machine, it's going to be Landon Moody. Outside of him in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting inside, row number 7, it's going to be the number 9 of Alexander Smith. Outside of him, he did not grow it up. It's going to be Jared King. Starting inside, row number 8, it's going to be Remington James. Outside of him, it's going to be Cody Nevin. Starting in the number 17 spot, it's going to be Shane Haas. In that number 23, outside of him in the 3, it's going to be Brian Green. Starting inside row number 10, it is going to be the number 2 of Randy Reeser. Outside of him in the number 18, it's going to be Hunter Hollenbeck. Then rounding out the field here tonight, we got Kevin Prettyman starting in a 21st and Tony Besler in a 22nd. 22 cars set to do battle here tonight. We'll see how this one goes. This could be interesting. Remember, they are mostly dirt guys. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, we are looking for the green flag. You like that, Demon? You like that? Go Moody, says user. I don't know why it didn't come through, but user 6342377928817 says go Moody. All right, we're going to be looking for the green flag out of turn number 4, side by side. They do have the restart zone set up in here, and we are at 3K likes over on TikTok as they come down the front straightaway looking for the green flag. Who's it going to be tonight? Green flag is out as they come at us down the front straightaway. Heading for turn number 1 and 2 is going to be John Smeal down on the inside. He's got Nicholas Eli on the outside into turn number 1 and 2. First time here tonight. They got 3 wide already back in the pack as it looks like Timothy might be going backwards. It looks like it might be on purpose as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jake, you're slow. What's up, Jake? Yeah, who doesn't like Moody? Oh, battle for the lead. Nicholas Eli has the edge into turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to have it at the line? John Smeal with a run down the front straightaway. It's going to be Eli at the line leading lap number 1. They're going to keep it lean and green. They make it through lap number 1 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Eli going to have the lead as Smeal going to fight back on the inside. He's going to dig back low in that number 13. Pointer is already up to that number 2 spot on the high side. This is a good spot for Pointer, but he's got Hackney right behind him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to play Wrecking with Demons. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, it is going to be Nicholas leading the way. Sean Pointer in second. Hackney third. Brennan White, John Smeal, your top 5 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Hackney looking to the top side of Pointer. Not able to get that. Pointer is going to get that nose up underneath Eli. Out of turn 2, drag race down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Pointer trying to get the edge. Nicholas Eli on the high side out of turn 4 to the line. Pointer almost able to clear him, but here comes Eli back to the outside. It's going to be Pointer at the line that time by 3 laps, 2 different leaders as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side. Oh, we got one getting turned at 13. John Smeal hard in the wall. They're wrecking. Mark Thrash gets some damage. Moody gets some damage. Oh, he hit him. Oh, no. Chaos here on lap number 3. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. It looks like the DeRosa going to get up. Oh, might have been some net code there. Holy cow. And then the field dies. Might have been a little net code because I don't know if they actually touched. Let's go on the chopper cam. All right, we're going to watch this in slow motion. Oh, yeah, I mean, they would have touched anyway. That gets him turned. He is sideways and watch the field just pile in. Oh, he just got to get turned. He's hard in the wall right here, and they just stack it up. Wow, Moody got sideways. Definitely some net code. Oh, Marcus trying to stay out of people. And he's going to get into the back of Moody there. That is unfortunate. We're going to take a look at Mark Thrash's car. He's definitely got to have some damage on that thing. It doesn't look that bad. He's got a little ding in the front end. He's going to need to go fix that, but that is not too bad. Yes. Yes, he did. So Mark does have some damage on his nose. He's probably going to have to go in there and get some of that repaired. It's probably only about 30 seconds or so, but that is definitely going to affect his car tonight, and he's got to worry about overheating. It's far enough back now. He might as well go in and get that fixed, get back out there, run his pace, try to drive up through the field here tonight. As Nicholas Eli with the lead. Hollenbeck, no, how was Hollenbeck up there? Why is it not showing Pointer in the lead? Oh, I'm not live. Sorry. All right, so Pointer went down on pit road. That's not a surprise. That is not a surprise. Well, somebody just got a TikTok universe. You know, it's crazy. If you guys haven't used TikTok Studio, I could see. Well, you can see it on your stream. That's right. On the stream. Who just got a big gift. That's kind of cool that they do that. As they come across to the line, does not look like these guys decide to pit. I'm kind of curious how much damage Mark Thrash had on that number 38. Well, Moody's going to be way at the back. I'm not sure if he had to use a fast repair or not. But Moody's going to make his way back up there. Timothy's in the number 9 spot in the 327. I don't know. I think I would have pitted here. What do you guys think? You know you got to pit at least twice in this race? My stream is struggling again, that's why I had to go and get myself a new CPU. So hopefully I get that Friday and get that up and running correctly here next week. Looks like YouTube's happy. Just Facebook might have been the most affected by that. So they do have 2 quick repairs. I didn't realize they gave them that many. I thought they only had 1, but they do have 2 quick repairs. As these guys head into turn number 3 and 4, it looks like we are going green flag this time by. It is going to be Nicholas Eli and Hunter Hollenbeck up on that front row. Justin loves racing. Never seen this before, but broadcast looks. I appreciate it, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming on Twitch for a while, but I've never really pushed it. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok have been my big ones. Green flag is out as they come on to turn number 4. Going to be Nicholas Eli out front, leading the way. Hunter Hollenbeck in second. Brennan White is battling for that number 3 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side further back. Top 4 going to get single file as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It looks like we got Gibbs and Shane Haas battling for that number 5 spot. Shane Haas has been struggling in that number 23, so he decided to stay out on strategy and stay on those tires, stay on that gas. He is going to have to come in for gas again, but he is expecting some more cautions as we got a battle for the lead. Hollenbeck going to lead that time by 19 to 8. Pointer 19 to 11. Oh, Timothy. You down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be single file up here at the front of the pack. We're going to go back here. It is absolute chaos. A lot of these guys pitted or were involved in that accident. They're trying to get up through this mess, get back up to the front as they come on to turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be 9 laps complete as they come across the line. John, by the way, John didn't. I thought John just followed me, but he has been following me for 6 days. Timothy is getting hurt, yeah. As we need the Jaws theme. You know, Timothy's not really pushing it right now. These guys need to take care of these tires. They got a long ways to go. Let's go take a look and see what it looks like back here in the pack, sitting on Landon Moody's lap as he tries to navigate his way through. He's going to make some bold moves, trying to make his way up towards the front as they come down the front straightaway in a 1 and 2. So Moody starting to move his way forward in that number 84. He is deep in traffic. We've seen it. It is hard to pass here as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's in 17th, not quite 21st. You can see these guys are jockeying for position all the way through. Moody might have to wait for some of these guys to use up those tires as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Let's go back up to the front. It's going to be Hollenbeck leading the way. Nicholas Eli in second. Brennan White in third. Shane Haas, Sean Pointer, your top 5. Hackney making his way up through. Remember, Pointer and Hackney both did pit on that cycle. Showing his amazing loft skills, right? Here comes Pointer. Pointer moving his way forward. Watch for him. He won at Charlotte. He won the opener. He's looking to get another one here on a very similar track as they head through turn number 1 and 2. On to turn number 2, down the back straightaway. We got a battle now for the lead as Nicholas Eli continues to look up underneath Hollenbeck. Can't quite get there. That looks like the 7B of Brennan White's going to take the spot as they head through 3 and 4. Looks like Hollenbeck starting a new trend. He is rolling the high side as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. Brennan White going to follow him through to that number 2 spot. Shane Haas in the number 4 position. His Pointer now making his way up through. Here comes Brennan White looking up underneath. Yellow flag is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So yellow flag is out. We're going to go see if we can figure out what happened here. Let me go ahead and... Oh, he just drifted up into the 21. Oh, Ryan got into Tony Baszler. Baszler going around in that number 21. Not a whole lot they can do there. We're going to go look at... Yeah. I don't think he came down. I mean, he might have come down a little bit. No, he didn't come down. The 3 of Ryan King definitely came up. Got into Tony. Tony going around here tonight for caution flag number 2. 14 laps into this one. They're going to stack them up once again. Now, the question is, when do you want to come into the pits? They hate the pit road. Yeah, you know, I think if it were me, and let's say I'm at where Mark Thrash or Moody are right now, I'm pitting every caution and topping up on gas. If I'm at the back of the pack, I'm topping up every caution. That's that much less gas I need through the race. Oh, here they come down on pit road. Brennan White going to stay out. McCohen is going to stay out. Remington James is going to stay out. Reeser's going to stay out. Nevin is going to stay out. Mark Thrash, well, he is not wrecking like a motherfucker right now, so he's going to stay out. Tony's going to stay out, but I'll tell you what, Moody did take that advice. He came down on pit road. He's going to top up on gas and try to make his way forward in that number 84. Conca. All right, back up to the front. These guys. So we have a few guys that did stay out. Mark Thrash, the top 7 did stay out. So we're going to see what happens here as we are 15 laps into this one. You know, you're just about to the point where you might, well, let's see. Yeah, you're just about at the point where you can almost make this on one more stop if it went green the rest of the way. So, I mean, if you were really good at saving, if it went green the rest of the way, it'd be hard to do. But, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. It is borderline. It's right around 30 laps that they get on a tank. So, it'd be interesting to see if any of these guys try to stretch it on one more stop if this gets a long green flag run. Oh, Justin, by the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I see you did follow it 20 days ago. Feeding time on the pit. It was feeding time. It definitely was, Demon. All right, we're going to re-rack them, re-stack them, looking for the green flag. This time by, it is going to be Brennan White and Connor McGowan up on that front row as we look for the green flag. This time by... Thank you for the 11 roses. Appreciate that track time. Oh, wait. Take that back. That is 16 roses. Yep, 16 roses. I happened to look over and see, and he was just giving them. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, down the back straightaway, 2 by 2 for the field. It's going to be 17 laps complete. I'm curious, if we get a long green flag run, who is going to try to stretch it to one more stop? That's definitely got to be part of the strategy here, 13th to 20th. Who are you keeping an eye on? Oh, Moody. Well, that's because he pitted, and a lot of people, other people did not. Moody and Timothy. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, 13th and 11th. I get it. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Where is that green flag? Green flag is out as they get on the gas. Big jump for Brennan White. Connor McGowan is sleeping at the wheel as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash going to make a big move down to the bottom. He's in that number 4 spot. They're 3 wide behind him. They're trying to wreck. Hollenbeck with a big save in the number 18 as they come out of turn number 2. Go 7. So you're rooting for Brennan? That's Brennan White in the 7, just so you know. Down into turn number 3 and 4, going to be Brennan leading the way. We've got some good battling through this pack as it looks like Mark Thrash trying to find his way around Reeser. Hollenbeck going to go to the top side down the front straightaway. Hollenbeck going to take that number 4 spot away from Mark Thrash. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Reeser. Reeser looking for second, getting up underneath McGowan. Through turn number 1 and 2. McGowan going to drift up the track. Reeser almost able to clear. They're going to be 3 wide, heading for turn number 3 for the number 2 spot. Down into turn number 3. Here comes Cody Nevin. Nevin trying to dive up through the field in that number 11 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Coming to line, still 3 wide as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. 3 wide for the number 3 spot as Connor McGowan going to keep that spot into turn number 1. Oh, he's going to lose a ton of ground there. That's going to send Randy Reeser deep into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to get that nose up underneath Hollenbeck, but then has to fall back in line down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Nevin now stuck down on the bottom side. They're going to be 3 wide back here in the pack as it looks like Sean Pointer is going up through the field as Remington James is going to give a little bit of a squeeze to Shane Haas in turn number 3 and 4. Go Mark Thrash. We love the Thrash can. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Let's go back up towards the front. Somebody said something. I don't know what happened. As they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be single file all the way back to the number 5 spot. That it's absolute chaos behind him as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash trying to make some ground. Pointer going to give him a push down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash making that car awfully wide. Nevin's going to get to the outside too, though, as they come into turn number 1 and 2. Battle is for 5th on back. Thrash going to get a good run through 1 and 2. He's going to get up underneath McGowan out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. 4 or 5 spots between Moody and Timothy. Yeah, I see that. It's 5 spots. Timothy's in 10th. Moody's in 15th. Wow, this is chaos right here around that number 5 spot as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Oh, I'm sure he will be. He will be. Moody will be up there at that. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash. Oh, Nevin's up the track. Thrash going to come down. He's split with Pointer on the bottom. Nevin up high. Drag race down the back straightaway for the number 5 spot. Nevin's going to take it. He's now going to dive up underneath McGowan down into turn number 3 and 4. Thrash going to try to roll that momentum in the 38. Here comes Sean Pointer. He gets up underneath Thrash as they head down the front straightaway. It is chaos up here. Nevin's making his way forward as they come out of the turn 4 down the front straightaway. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Wow, it is insane here as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, we got one into the wall. The one scraped the wall. I don't know if it was Shane Haas. I think it was the car that was behind him up on that high side. I think it might have been McGowan getting into the wall there down the back straightaway as here comes Hollenbeck looking back up underneath White as they come out of turn number 4. He's looking for the lead again. Hollenbeck's been a great addition to the series. He's put on one heck of a show as he's diving up underneath Brennan White through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. The pack is still side by side. What a race here tonight. Great racing as they head into turn number 3. 24 laps in the books as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Brennan White leads the way. If we get a long green flag run here, some of these guys, oh, we got one in the wall. It's going to be Shane Haas. Into the wall. Cody Nevin going around. Big one down the front straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Wow, Alexander in that number 9 just did a great job not reckoning anybody. As we get the caution flag, all right, let's see what happens here. Shane. Oh, Shane. Devin tried to stick his nose up to the top side. Shane might have gotten a little loose here. Went down, came back. Oh, Mark. Okay, so if you look and see what happens, it looks like Mark might have lost a lot of ground or a lot of momentum. Maybe he got loose or tight coming out of turn number 4, and that is what caused that stack up, ultimately wrecking Shane Haas, Cody Nevin, and a few other guys. Wow, Nevin took some big hits there. Let's go take a look at Nevin's part of that one. All right, so Nevin. Oh, man, he got hit hard. So caution flag is out for the 3rd time here tonight. This is about that 30 lap point. I got to imagine a lot of people are going to be going in here tonight. I don't know if he's going to show any hate. Yeah, we might get to see. Moody stayed out, so Moody's going to be in the number 4 spot. Timothy is going to be in 8th, so this could be interesting here. Yeah, Moody's made his way up forward, so that's good for him. Oh, is that what it was? That is plausible. I just saw, well, it looked like Shane got tight. Or not Shane, but Mark. Here, I'll show you. We'll go back to it. If you look, if we watch from Shane Haas, let's go up to the chopper. A little bit better view. All right, so watch Mark Thrash in the black and gold number 38. If you watch, he's going to get tight. I mean, that stacked it up too. Yeah, there was 2 things going on. So if you look, Mark Thrash got tight. There's a big catch up there. Reeser hit the wall, and that just kind of created a little interesting situation here. And, yeah. Shane Haas and Cody Nevin taking the worst of that one as we get the caution flag for the 3rd time here tonight. I felt like, so what it looked like is he might have reacted to Reeser, and then he reacted to Mark Thrash slowing down, which is what brought him back up the track, and Nevin was looking to the outside. I think that is what happened. All right, we're going to get them stacked up 2 by 2. Again, looking for the green flag, this time by the Thrash Can. Going to lead the field to the green flag. It's going to be Keith Hackney to his outside as they head for turn number 3. Moody's got some work to do. There's still a long ways to go. It is 80 laps here tonight. We're just about to the 30 lap point. It is going to be 28 laps complete when they take the green flag. I'm interested to see how this one's going to end. This is definitely interesting. Oh, it got delayed. It got delayed. Oh, Devin accidentally hit the button. Cody Nevin needed a NASCAR type caution. Uh-oh. I got to put the puzzle in over on TikTok. All right, guys, we are looking for the green flag this time by for real, as long as Nevin doesn't accidentally hit the button. Don't fuck it up, Nevin. No, it wasn't Talladega. It was Charlotte. All right, we got them stacked up looking for the green flag. We got some more Go Moody's out there as they come down the front straightaway. Where is that green flag? Green flag is out. As what's up? What's up, Samir? It is going to be 1 goat or 10 goats from Samir. Appreciate you. As the green flag is out, Mark Thrash leads the way. Battle's going to be for second. Nicholas Eli up underneath Hackney as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, drag race looking for turn number 3. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Man, it is getting dicey back there. The 17 of DeRosa. Rosa's going to push up into Gibbs. They're wrecking down the front straightaway. No caution flag yet as they cut through the grass. How was there no caution flag there? They're still wrecking. And these guys, you got to be careful. It's not. Okay, so they are going to complete the lap and throw the yellow. Let's go take a look and see what happened there as they do that. That is not far enough back. All right, I got to go search it a little bit further. All right, let's see. Oh, the 17 came down. They were just about 4 wide. That is what caused that one. That is unfortunate there for one of the favorites here tonight, Sean Pointer, as these guys get the yellow flag for the first time, for the 4th time here tonight. Breck City, yeah. What's up, Riley? I see you out there, buddy. Appreciate you guys. It is entertainment. You know what? I'll tell you what. So this has been the pattern. So you know how I get you guys to do oval once in a while, and you guys are road guys. Most of the guys in this series are all dirt guys. So a lot of these guys trying to get it figured out. For whatever reason, the first half of the race gets a little rocky, and then they get in the second half and they run the whole rest of the second half green flag, and the racing is amazing. Appreciate you. That is part of it too. That is definitely part of it. That is definitely part of it. All right, so yellow flag is out. Looks like Mark Thrash going to hit pit road this time. Oh, no, is he bailing? Mark Thrash is not going to pit. I thought he was going. He had me fooled, but nobody else apparently. Oh, no, Amanda would be great at it, honestly. And when somebody does something stupid, I can only imagine what she said. What the fuck is he doing? Look at that idiot. I can imagine her saying that. We'll get Amanda up in the booth. Where's she at? All right, so we got a few guys down on pit road. They are getting fast repairs and more. Oh, did Pointer already use his fast repair? Oh, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Sean Pointer was a favorite to win here tonight, or he just didn't use it. She's snoring. That's the best time of your night, isn't it? All right, they got them stacked up 2 by 2, but the pace lights are still on. Yeah. Pace lights are still on. Let's see if they get that one to go this time by Mark Thrash leading the field. Keith Hackney in second. Landon Moody in third. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to go grab Mark. Mark, I know it's a little early to be thinking about this, but you got Landon Moody behind you and you're leading. Does that make you nervous?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We haven't got a long enough green flag run to worry about it. But if we go green for quite a while, it's going to happen. He already got Timothy today, so I think I'm next.
Well, good luck on this restart. I just figured I'd give you a hard time. Have fun.
We'll see ya.
See ya. All right, had to bring Mark Thrash in and mess with him a little bit there as these guys come down the back straightaway looking for the green flag this time by Ryan Green for the win. Is that who you're going for? Mark Thrash, Keith Hackney. So they do have the restart zone. That's the first time this week that they've done it. So they do have the restart zone on for these guys. We got Go Moody. You guys are going nuts over there on TikTok with that stuff. How many likes we got over there, Demon? 3.8K. Come on, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let's get the 10K before that of this one. As the pace truck is in, we are looking for the green flag. And I'll tell you what, Ryan Green already looking for the middle of the track. Green flag is out as Mark Thrash is on the gas heading for turn number 1 and 2. Moody's going to get a great jump up underneath Hackney. It's going to be side by side. We're already trying to wreck us. Timothy bounces off the wall back there. Oh, he was, about 3 rows back as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Copy that. 10K income. Appreciate you, Riley. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. They're going to go 3 wide. I'll tell you what, Ryan is hungry in the number 3. He's going to get him up underneath Moody as they're 3 wide on a turn number 4. Hackney with the advantage. He's going to come down. Now they're 3 wide for third across the line. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Wow, Nicholas is going to make Moody move down. Thankfully, Ryan had fallen back as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to slide up the track, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. It is getting wild up here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Moody's going to jump up to the high side as Hackney's going to continue to roll that bottom side. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Down on the bottom side, you're definitely saving a little bit of tire, but the high side does seem faster when these guys race in a pack as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Nicholas Eli looking up underneath Moody. Can't quite get there. Oh my God, Thrash almost wrecked. Here comes Hackney. Hackney going to get up underneath Thrash as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Hackney's going to make the pass. Here comes Moody up underneath. They're side by side on a 4. Can Moody clear Thrash? Thrash with the run on the outside. Going to be new race leader Keith Hackney heading for turn number 1 and 2 as Thrash and Moody battle it out for the number 2 spot. Moody might not be where he wants. Being on that bottom side has not paid off here tonight as they almost make contact out of turn number 2. Moody can't get to the top side as Nicholas Eli is going to fill that in. Moody thought about the top side but didn't go. Here comes Eli up underneath Thrash. Thrash pushed in turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. There's Thrash and Moody side by side once again. Oh, they're going to split Eli down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Eli trying to keep it in there as they're 3 wide still. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact between Moody and Eli. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Great racing here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Eli and Moody side by side for that number 3 spot. Mark Thrash now back up to the number 2 position as they come across the line. I had to take this thing out of my gums. Riley, thank you for the share. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Moody and Thrash. They're side by side for the number 2 spot as they come on a turn number 2 drag race down the back straightaway. This is freaking wild. Here comes Thrash up underneath Keith Hackney looking for the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Thrash going to try to drive out, but here comes Moody looking to the high side. That bottom side is definitely difficult to go with as Moody gets to the high side of Hackney. They're side by side for the lead into turn number 1. Great racing on the track as they head through turn number 1 and 2. These guys trying to get things figured out. Moody and Hackney side by side down the back straightaway. If they get a long green flag run here, we're going to see a lot of comers and goers. We're going to see how hard these guys have really been pushing these tires as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out front is going to be Hackney. A little bit of contact further back. Almost shoots the 21 up into the wall. Oh my God, this is nuts back here. as it looks like Tony Basler going to be able to hold on as they come across the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Looks like they might be starting to get this thing figured out. Will they stay in line for a while as they head into turn number 3 and 4? All these guys kind of in a good spot. Just got to be patient here tonight as we got a new race leader. It is going to be the number 84, Landon Moody, as he tries to pull away from the field across the line. 43 laps in the books. Man, that was an exciting few laps there. Somebody said, oh my goodness, I can't imagine that's good. And look who's sneaking up into the top 3, trying to get into the top 3. It's going to be the 327 of Timothy Mesmer. You know, a lot of you guys might not realize it, but that 327, he races on a controller. Jeremy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4. Wow, Mark Thrash off the nose of Shane Haas. They're going to be 3 wide coming to the line. I don't even know which battle to watch anymore. There are so many good battles through the pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Shane Haas starting to move forward. I wonder if some of these guys took tires, some of them on older tires. Is Pointer coming? Oh, he is coming. He must have had his fast repair and then did go back in and take it. So Pointer is coming up through the field in that number 20 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's making big ground, gets to the high side of Mark Thrash. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway. Coming to the line, Sean Pointer up to the number 7 spot. Good eye, Harold. Single file up at the front. Moody leading the pack as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. They're starting to get it figured out up front. Still side by side all the way through the back of the pack from, what about Sean Pointer on back? So about 7th on back at his side by side. Top 6 are single file. Pointer slowly creeping forward, starting to get that nose outside of Brian Green as they come down into turn number 1 and 2. Green's going to roll the bottom. Looks like Nicholas Eli going to make his way around Hackney. He's going to move up to the number 2 spot. Hackney may be in tire saving mode as it stands right now as they head into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Moody continuing to lead the way. Nicholas Eli on the move in the number 14. Definitely putting the pressure on Landon Moody. You got to wonder how hard these guys are working their tires. When will those tires become a factor? Moody's going to move up the track. Here comes Eli into 1 and 2. Will we have a new leader out of 2? We do, as Nicholas Eli slides up the track, takes that number 1 spot, but Moody back up underneath. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Moody tried to clear him, couldn't quite get there. I wonder if he would have thrown a slider if he could. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, drag race to the line. Who's going to lead this lap? Eli with the edge on the high side. Moody can't get there. Eli's going to lead it at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Nicholas Eli leading the way. Landon Moody in second. Keith Hackney in third. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We're at 8.6 Ks. We are definitely hitting 10K before the end of this one. Appreciate you guys. All right, we got the caution flag out here once again. This is going to be interesting to see where this strategy plays. Well, Hunter Hollenbeck. Oh, he got the 7B. Hunter Hollenbeck makes a big mistake there. Off into the grass. Oh, they hit. Oh, okay, I see what happened there. I don't know what happened there, honestly. Okay. All right, so they come out of 4. I think the 7 is going to... Yeah, 7 bangs off the wall. That causes Hunter to go through the grass. I don't know if there was neck cord or if he went on his own. Hunter pushes up into him, and both of them come sliding through the grass to the end of pit road. That brings out the caution flag once again. Appreciate you, Riley. All right. All right. Well, caution flag is out. These guys going to come down on pit road. Will anybody stay out? Looks like everybody's coming on pit road. The 82 looks like Jared King stays out. Tony Basler stays out in the number 21. Oh, strategy. What's up, Brett? I see you out there. It did. It did. All right, this has been a good one here tonight. Nevin going to get his laps back. As we... All right, so strategy. Let me look at these pit times. They can give me an idea of what people are doing. All right, so I'm going to assume that Sean only took gas or right sides. Taking a look at these pit stops. So Tony pitted on lap 26. Alexander pitted on lap 26. Jared pitted on lap 26. Dalton pitted on lap 23. Then everybody else just pitted now. It looks like Pointer and Reeser took just gas, maybe 2 tires. And then Hackney on back all took 4 tires, as this is going to be awfully interesting. You'll be on Woot. Nice. Are you home or are you... All right, so Brett, thank you for the heart me. Samir, thank you for the heart me and the 10 ice cream codes. Appreciate you. You'll be back on. Are you home or are you still out west? Way out west. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time. We got 7 new followers this stream too so far. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, who's your pick now? If you guys have not picked a driver, let me know who you're going to pick for this one. As these guys are we passed 10K, I believe it. We did. We were at 11K. Appreciate you guys. It's crazy. So that's the one thing about multi-streaming is I got OBS is showing all my chat. I got to go look at each individual platform to see gifts. So, like, I have 7 new follows, 11,000 likes, and then the gifts over on TikTok. And then I got to go over to... Oh, I can't see anything. Well, I think it notifies me about Twitch stuff. It shows me who's watching over on YouTube, or how many are watching on YouTube, and where we at. We got a few watching over on Facebook. It looks like we got 102 comments. Oh, well, it's pushing them all over. 102 comments this stream, 103 comments. We got one for Reeser. Green flag is out. We got 7 thumbs up and 6 shares over on Facebook. And Turner, thank you for the follow. Green flag is out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Alexander Smith going to lead the field down the back straightaway. So, yeah, I saw that you had set it up. Tony showed me. Because I jumped in earlier. Oh, we got trouble down on the apron. Keith Hackney, I think, was down there. Big save. Oh, they're still wrecking. In turn number 3 and 4, caution flag comes out. Oh, did Hackney get help? We get a caution flag here once again. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Hold on, guys. Just trying to go figure out what happened to good old Hackney. Oh, did he get contact? We got to back it up just a little bit more. You should let me know if you set up anything in case you need any help. Let's see. Oh, Moody got Hackney. Oh, that's what happened there. Moody made the move, got into Hackney. That is unfortunate. Hackney didn't move. Moody just got him. He's saving it. He's saving it. He's saving it. Oh, Nevin gets into the back of him. All right, let's see what happened further up. Oh man, that was major net code for the second half. So he got Hackney, but look at this net code right here. It is so freaking bad. I don't know what it is with these ARCA cars. So he gets Hackney there. Hackney might have come down a little bit there. Oh, I could get you to 50 followers on YouTube. All right, so you can see how bad the net code is here. He isn't even close. I'll help you get the. I mean, they might have. He was coming down. They might have made contact anyway. Oh my God, he is inside of him. That is total violation. That looked like harassment right there. Oh my God, big hit by the 64. Big wreck here caused by the net code. Caution flag comes out here once again tonight. Caution flag comes out. Tony going to keep that lead here tonight. Nicholas Eli, Shane Haas, Randy Reeser, Mark Thrash, your top 5 as it stands right now. Yeah, Samir, let me know. We'll get you your 50 followers. I like YouTube because for the fact that it stays there, and I think monetize wise, it's a better option. Twitch is, I mean, you might be all right with Road on Twitch. Twitch, I struggle with personally, and I think it just might be me mentally. I might be anti-Twitch. Might be part of my problem. They've gotten better, but there was a lot of stuff they used to do. You can only handle one headache a week. I mean, and that's usually Riley on Sundays, right? I'm just picking Riley. You know we love you. All right, looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, what are we doing? We're wrecking. We're wrecking. What just happened? What did he do, Tony? You bastard. What did you do, Tony? All right, we got to watch this again. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm going to have to embarrass you a little bit here. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention or what, but he just keeps drifting. Remember, these guys are dirt guys. He just drifts up. He just did not turn anymore. He just went straight. Oh my God, that is unfortunate. All right, so we are going green this time. They get it figured out. They are straight. I don't think there's any damage on those cars. They should be all right as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Wow, that was an interesting mistake there. As they come out of turn number 4 looking for that green flag. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Tony leading the way. Shane Haas going to get up underneath Nicholas Eli. Eli has been fast tonight. Do not count out that number 15. He has been a big surprise for me as here comes Shane Haas. Shane Haas in the 23. Mark Thrash in the 38. Down the back straightaway. They are looking for the lead as they are crashing in the back. Somehow they all save it. Mark Thrash going to get the lead as Tony's going to get the wall in turn number 3. It's Shane Haas and Mark Thrash coming to the line. It's going to be Shane Haas leading his first lap of the night. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Mark looking for the lead. He's going to get up underneath Shane. Can he find his way around? They're in Discord together right now. I wonder if there's some shit talking. Here comes Nicholas Eli in the number 15. He wants to get back up in the mix. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. A good race up here. That 15. Oh, he gets turned. The 21 of Tony hard into the wall. Big wreck out of turn number 4. That takes out a big chunk of the field. Sean Pointer got caught up in that one. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Why were they wrecking so late? All right, let's take a look and see what happened. The two, oh, there was definitely, yeah, there was net code. Definitely some net code. Oh my God. Definitely some net code here. So let's take a look at this one. A lot of cars caught up in this. Net code, yeah, net code got him again. Man, that got a lot of cars. All right, I want to go back to Ryan Green because he got a big bunch of this. He got a bunch of this. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Ryan. Oh man, there was another wreck back there. What happened there? So let's go up to the 7. There was a whole nother accident right here. Let's go take a look at what happened with Gibbs and Brennan White. That one was not netcode. I wouldn't call that one netcode. The front one was. Yeah, that one he just kind of drove into his quarter panel. So, all right. So the one between Gibbs and White, that was one was not netcode, but the one with the 21, the one with Reeser and Baszler, that was definitely caution. That was definitely netcode. This was massive. Look at the net code here. How bad is that net code? Like you can see them lift. They're never touched. So we are 60 laps into this one. We got 20 laps to go. It is Mark Thrash and Shane Haas up on that front row. What are they running? They're hosting at Lime Rock after this. All right, so we got them stacked up looking for the green flag. This time by, it is going to be an 18-lap shootout. Yeah, I guess we all know what we're doing after this, Mark. All right, down into turn. Yeah, go. Down into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Mark Thrash and Shane Haas on that front row. Who's it gonna be? Looking for the green. Green flag is out. Great jump for Mark Thrash up there on the outside. Hackney asleep at the wheel. And the number 69. He's still up in the mix. Do not count him out. And I'm curious. Oh, they had 2 fast repairs. So Pointer is still up in this as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash still hanging on the outside of that number 38 of Shane Haas down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Side by side for the lead is going to be Mark Thrash to the point. He is bringing John Smeal up with him in that number 13. Smeal up in the mix. Smeal trying to get to that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 4 has been the Achilles heels for that number 23. He has been struggling there all night long. Definitely lost some spots. He's going to get a good run through 1 and 2, though. Gets back around Hackney out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Mark Thrash, he will be the widest car on the track, but Smeal going to get up underneath him into turn number 3 and 4. Thrash should get the run out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. He's going to lead this time by, comes down, blocks the run as they come across the line. They are wrecking in the back. Caution flag comes out. All right, we got to go find out what happened here. This one is a little bit of the opposite of the other ones. It's getting rough at the end. All right, let's see if I can go find what happened here. Oh my God. All right, so Connor, oh, he's just gonna. All right, watch Connor. Connor's gonna absolutely, yeah, one too many. What's up, buddy? He gets the wall. Oh my God. Whoa. What do you do there? I mean, he just bangs the wall and nowhere for the rest of the field to go. Let's see who else gets collected up in this. Oh, they just stack up Nevin hard in the wall. Man, there is a whole lot of ARCA braking going on out there as we get the caution flag here once again tonight. Back up to the front, it is Mark Thrash leading the way. Shane Haas in second pole to Danica. That was pretty rough. It wasn't as rough as Tony on the pace lap, but that was pretty rough. Devin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys out there. We're at 11K likes. You guys are freaking fantastic. All right, let's see. A lot of cars going on pit road there. Probably getting some tires. I don't know if there was enough green flag laps there to matter. That was a pretty rough start, Hackney. You better apologize for that. All right. Coming across the line, it is going to be 67 laps complete, guys. We are going to have a 12-lap shootout here. 12 laps to survive. I wonder if some of these guys might have gotten tires. If that's going to make a huge difference here. This could get really freaking interesting quick. Riley's back. What's up, Riley? As we are going to have 12 laps here. Okay, guys, what's the over-under on making it to 12 laps without a caution? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. All right, so it is going to one under. Okay. No way, no way. Yeah. I think they get another caution. I think there's a good chance they're going to get a caution. We'll say 2 cautions before the end. We'll get the over-under. Haas is doing good, yes. So Haas and Thrash are a couple of the guys that I thought about inviting over there. Within 4 laps, yeah. Timothy in the 327 runs with us often. Moody in the 84. He's the one that I think would beat us all. Some of those guys are in here. As the pace truck is going to pull off, we are looking for the green flag this time by as they come to the line. Mark Thrash leads the way. Yeah, Moody's in striking distance. He's in 5th. Green flag is out. Smeal going to give a big push to Mark Thrash coming to the green. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Mark Thrash out front leading the way. John Smeal in 2nd. Riley, thank you for the GOAT. Appreciate that as I head through turn number 1 and 2. Will they get single file up at the front? Moody up into the number 3 spot. Oh, they're touching behind him. Oh, Shane Haas is stuck in the hornet's nest as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They did knock a lot of cars out there, so we are down to about 15 cars, 16 cars out on the track as they come to line 3 wide for the lead. Nope, Moody didn't quite get up there as they have 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go, 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Thrash going to get the run through the middle. He's going to move to the bottom side. Here comes Moody. Up high, drag race, a touch. Down the back straightaway, big save by Mark Thrash. Thrash tried to go to the top side, couldn't quite get there. Here comes Hunter Hollenbeck. He's been quiet since the beginning. He's jumped up to the top. Oh, big door from Smeal. That's going to knock Shane Haas up the track. Here comes Hollenbeck up to the top side. He's going to take the number 2 spot that time by. Oh, we're going to have a good race up at the front as they're 3 wide in the back behind them. Here comes Hackney. Oh, this is going to be a battle here as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Can Hollenbeck clear Thrash? He does. Thrash gets to the high side. Here comes Heath Hackney to the bottom side of Mark Thrash into turn number 3 and 4. Moody going to lead the way. He is actually pulling away from the field as they come across the line with 9 laps to go. Here comes Brandon Gibbs. Where did this guy come from? Down into turn number 1 and 2. Mark's going to try to pinch down Hackney just a bit as they come out of turn number 2. Big run as Mark Thrash is going to keep that number 3 spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Man, this looks like a lot of fun when they get those green flags in. Riley, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. That's awesome, Riley. Appreciate ya. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway, Moody's going to lead the way. 8 laps to go for Landon Moody. Hunter Hollenbeck on the hunt as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Hollenbeck going to move to the bottom side, puts a block on Mark Thrash out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, Thrash with the run. Hollenbeck with the block, heading into turn number 3. Moody now losing ground as these guys are pulling in through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Yeah, they are doing great as they come to the line. Moody's going to lead the way. This has been the best part of the race. As Timothy Mesmer is making his way up into the top 5, this could get real freaking interesting quick as Hollenbeck trying to find a run on Moody. He's running a cut down out of turn 2. Somehow it seems to be working. Moody gets a little loose down the back straightaway. Hollenbeck to the outside. This is a drag race into turn number 3. They're side by side behind him. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's going to be 6 laps to go as Hollenbeck's going to lead this time by. Hollenbeck going to lead him down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. Oh, this is about to get real wild as Moody's going to have the run. Will he slide up out of turn number 2? Get to the top side. No, here comes Hollenbeck. He was clear for a second. Hollenbeck's going to fill in that void as they head into turn number 3. Thrash back up into the mix. Oh, my God. This is wild as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Moody back to the point. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go, and Mark Thrash is caught in the grass. Here comes Hackney. We got one wreck, and it's Gibbs. Hard into the inside wall. Caution flag comes out. Oh, my God. I don't know if I can handle this. Oh, my God. I was just yelling a lot, wasn't I? House Bell, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm not far enough back. Sorry, guys. I'm clicking the wrong button. Let's go see what happened to Gibbs. Oh, the 3 turned him. He got turned by Ryan Green hard into the wall. Oh, my God. I know Gibbs cannot be happy right now. There you go. There you go, Demon. You got your crab. What about that Moody? He is leading the way. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. Brandon Gibbs. Oh, my God. What do you do here? Tires could make a difference at this point. If you got a set on pit road, do you go get them? They might not be done wrecking. If you got a set on pit road, do you go down and get them? That's the question right here. We're going to find out if anybody does that. We got a bunch of them coming down onto pit road. A bunch of them looking like they're coming on pit road. Landon Moody's down there. Will somebody duke them out? They're all coming down on the pit road. Tyson Banks and Mark Thrash. Oh, big change by Moody. Moody changed his mind at the last minute. Oh, my God. This is insane. So much going on. And I'll tell you what, these guys might be in trouble because there's only going to be 7 cars between them. Oh, my God. And these guys are ready to go. So John Smeal, Keith Hackney, Timothy Mesmer, Dalton DeRosa, Hunter Hollenbeck, Alexander Smith, all on pit road getting tires right now. Everybody else is staying out on tires. They just had a hard run on those tires. This is going to be interesting to see what the difference is. How much the few guys will hold up the guys further back. Will they wreck? I don't know. There's a lot going on here. There is a lot going on to process here as they come out into turn number 3. They should get one to go this time, I believe. And I am excited. Oh my God. You know, this race started to get a little rough. It just got a whole lot more interesting these last 12 laps, and I am excited. All right, let's see if anybody took 2. So I'm looking at the times. It looks like Timothy took 2. Hackney took 2. So Timothy and Hackney took 2. Everybody else took 4, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. This is about to get... Cody, are you out there watching? Just curious if you're out there watching. This is wild. All right, heading into turn number 3, looking for the green flag this time by, I don't know who's more nervous, me or them. I should just jump in there with Landon and Mark right now and talk to them. Call the race in the Discord with them. Annoy the hell out of them. All right, out of turn number 4, pace truck is going to pull in. They are side by side up at the front. Landon Moody leads the field, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out as Mark Thrash going to use the door already, heading for turn number 1. He's going to get the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, they touch again. Watch for these guys with 4 tires. Let's see how quick they can move their way through the field as they head through turn. Oh, we got a caution already. That might have just saved those front guys. What happened here? Oh, they were just trying to do too much on those fresh tires. Oh my God. Oh, we're going to go look at this restart. They're complaining about it. Yeah, let's go. Oh my God. Oh, look at, wow. Look how far back they're sitting back. This is what they were just complaining about. This is actually really what caused that wreck. That played a big role in that wreck right there. Those jump starts as we get the caution flag here once again. Mark Thrash has the lead and Landon Moody is in second. This is going to be awfully interesting. You know, those two are in Discord together, and you've seen that what Mark getting into Moody a little bit there. I gotta wonder what that conversation was like. And look at Shane Haas right behind him. All 3 of those guys are in the same Discord up at the front. It is going to be awfully interesting here tonight. These guys, if it came down to it and those guys with fresh tires did get up there, I mean, they could play this together and make sure one of them go into victory lane. I am awfully interested to see how this is going to happen. No, we got a green white checker, so. Oh, they're going green this time. They're not playing around. Looking for that green flag. Out of turn number 4, this time by Mark Thrash leads the way. Landon Moody second. Shane Haas. Tyson Banks, that's an interesting one. I'll tell you what, Nicholas Eli in the number 15. He's been fast all night long. So watch the number 15. It'll be interesting to see. And then Hackney's just behind him. Oh, man, this is going to be wild. This is going to be wild as they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. 2-lap shootout here tonight. Yeah, right? Going to be chaos. What's up, Jonas? Yeah, for sure. This might have been the best time to come. Now, Banks is in a good spot. I mean, they are pushing. Look at that second row. The second row started that one. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1. Mark Thrash waited on that one, trying to check up the field a bit. That was good for them. That's going to get Moody and Thrash away from the field a little bit. Will they race it out? Oh, they're trying to wreck back in the pack. Tyson Banks with issues. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Where is the 69? The 69 is stuck behind the 15 on Nicholas Eli. Eli's been fast, but here comes Hunter Hollenbeck up through it as he blinks out right there. Battle for the lead. Here comes Moody. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Moody's going to have the edge heading into turn number 1 and 2, but that top side has been so fast here tonight. They're side by side. Shane Haas just behind him. Moody's going to lead on Mark Thrash. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Shane Haas going to push the 38 down the back straight. He shoves him into turn number 3. It's side by side for second. Here comes Hollenbeck. Shane Haas gets turned around. Hollenbeck off the wall. Looking for the checkered flag. Give it to Mark Thrash. Landon Moody second. Hollenbeck in third. Alexander and Timothy Mesmer, your top 5. It definitely was. It definitely was a wild finish. Holy cow. Mark Thrash has got to be happy as can be. Oh, my God. That was wild. All right. Oh, the 3 just turned them. You know, the 3 got a few people today. Oh, he just got in the back of him. Hollenbeck bounces off the wall. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wow. All right, let me go get this top 3. Man, they got to be happy. Yeah, there was a lot. The 3 definitely got a few people here tonight. Just waiting on Mark Thrash. He's out there celebrating. We're going to get him down there. Mark, go get him lined up so I can stop this. All right. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go through the results real quick. And then I'm going to pull these guys in. Oh, that's the wrong one. Man, I'm smiling just as much as Mark probably is. All right. It is going to be Mark Thrash with the win. Landon Moody in second. Hunter Hollenbeck in third. Going to be Alexander Smith in that number 4 spot. Timothy in 5th. Dalton in 6th. Going to be Gibbs in that number 7 spot. John Smeal in 8th. Shane Haas in 9th. Brennan White in 10th. Going to be Ryan Green in 11th. Tyson Banks in 12th. Nicholas Eli 13th. Hackney 14th. Jared King in 15th. Pointer 16th. Cody Nevins 17th. Tony Basler 18th. And then rounding out the field here tonight is going to be Nevin. Sorry, I already did that. Nevin, Prettyman, Reeser, McGowan, and Remington James rounding out the field. Let's go ahead and bring in our top 3. They got to be pumped. What the fuck is Mark? Mark's going to make me pull him up here because he's an asshole and he can't jump up. He can even jump in the room. He doesn't even need me to pull him in here. And that motherfucker's going to sit down there and make me go search for him. The fuck is wrong with you? All right. What a race here. What a race when you guys got racing. It was freaking wild. The racing was good. There was definitely some mistakes. But man, Hunter, I've been talking to you a lot here lately. Great run out there in the number 18 machine. That thing was fast, and you were out front a little bit, got caught up a little bit, but made your way back up through at the right time. Another lap, you might have won this thing.
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake was getting lead early and then coming into pitting, not knowing it was going to be a caution fest. So I think if I wouldn't have pitted there, would have been a different story because I couldn't get my way back to the front until right there at the end. But yeah, one more lap, maybe. I don't know. I bounced the wall pretty good there because they wrecked in front of me. But I don't know, it just sucks. I seen everybody else starting to pull off from pitting, so I said, screw it. Decided to pit. Got to do something different to win. And just wasn't in the cards tonight.
I'll tell you what, I was having that conversation when you guys were coming on into that caution. I'm like, there's not a lot of cars on the track. Do you pit? I mean, I knew it was hard for the leaders, but if you were back, if you weren't first or second, tires had to be a consideration. There was only like 14, 15 cars left on the track. I mean, is that what went through your mind at that time too?
I saved a set right for the end for green. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I seen this field start to fade, but I saved the set for the end for a green wet checker. But my hope was I have actually everybody pit and actually have like a real NASCAR money stop. But everybody stayed out and got short straw, I guess.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I just think the real life sponsors: Motivated Creations, Chance Hot Dogs, Money Music, Mad Hatter Racing, American Legion, and Dig Race Products. Yeah, so everybody else, thanks for the broadcast, and thanks for Cody and Evan for putting this whole thing on.
Yeah, that was a good one. It's been fun seeing you guys out there. So I'm glad you joined because it's been fun to watch you.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm a dirt guy. I don't do the asphalt stuff. I don't even do this. So.
You've always done well when you ran with us with asphalt. I knew you'd figure it out.
I just jump in, run a few laps in practice, and good to go.
Well, good job, good finish, and Moody. I don't know if I ever thought we'd have this conversation, but you finished second tonight to Mark Thrash.
Yeah, definitely did not expect that, but that was still that was fun from start to finish, though, I will say.
I wish Mark had his camera on right now because I guarantee when I said that he was cheesing ear to ear, 100%.
Still am.
I know he probably was, but I mean, honestly, I'm glad for him though. That was at least one of us. I knew all three of us were right there with each other, and all three of us had a really good chance there at the end.
Oh, for sure. Great run for you tonight. I mean, you got to wreck Hackney, you got to wreck Timothy. The other one was Netcode. I will give that to you. But no, good run here tonight. Great battling up front. You actually pulled away from those guys in that green flag run a little bit, but they reeled you back in.
Yeah, I mean, it was the clean air is just so important. Track position is just so important tonight, and I mean, we were thinking like, do we take tires on this final restart and sacrifice the track position for new tires? But honestly, I mean, with how these cars are and the way they draft and stuff, it's just you have to take the track position. Nine chances out of 10, you got to take it. Just the way the draft is, they're strong. You can have the worst tires out here and still pull somebody on new tires, and it don't make a difference. But I mean, overall, I thought the racing tonight was good. I mean, it was a little messy, but I mean, it's just the way pack racing is, I guess.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of guys like Hunter that aren't familiar with running a lot of asphalt oval, playing a role in that too. But I mean, good run for you there. I got to ask you that one restart. Mark stole the lead away from you when they got the caution. He got into your door a little bit. Do you think that that was a big advantage to him?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it hurt the car aero wise. I just think the way these cars side draft, I mean, they're pretty powerful side draft, and like over and just drafting when you're behind somebody. They're just, if you can get on the right rear or left rear, vice versa. I mean, it reels them back. Don't matter if you're on new rubber or old rubber. It don't really make a difference. But I don't think it hurt either one of us more than the other. I don't think.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast. 3D Racing, Cody Nevin for putting on this deal. Precision 3D Prints and Design, Justin Norwood, SimSports. Congratulations to Mark on the win. Shane on the good run there. At least, or at the end, he was running good. And all the guys in here that put this deal together.
Well, good run. And now we're going to talk to the winner, Mark Thrash. Good run here tonight. Man, that was wild. It wasn't easy, but you were there when you needed to be. How did it feel to be able to block Landon Moody not as a lap car?
I got lucky. I didn't really have to block him that much. Just as long as I stayed on his door, whether it was on the bottom or the top, I really wanted to be on the top. And once we restarted and I was on the bottom, I got nervous, but I cleared him coming out of 1. And I felt a lot better about myself that I'd be able to ride his door going into 1 the next time by. And Shane, God bless his soul, gave me a big shot down the backstretch. That really secured the win there. It sucks he got taken out. I would have loved to finish 1, 2, 3 with him and Landon, but in the end, everybody can't get it, I guess. But
you know, you've liked this car since it came out. We ran a couple races in it, and I mean, it seems to really suit your style. You've definitely picked up the pace here a lot lately. I mean, how's it feel to get out in these races racing Landon, who used to be chasing all the time, and taking the win away from him?
it feels great. I can definitely, as much as I don't do officials, I get a lot better and hosted because I've started to broaden my horizons with all the different cars I run instead of just doing late models and street stocks, mini stocks, all that. I'm really starting to jump around here and tried a lot of new cars and still nothing on dirt. So I'm sure when we go to Knoxville, you'll see me in the fence quite a few times. That'll feel great. So
That'll knock you back to reality.
yeah, that'll bring me really, really far back to reality. It was a really, really, really fun race though. I got nervous. They all went down and I stayed out, and I still had 2 sets of tires sitting over the pit wall. I only took 1 set this whole race, and I just figured after the first run, I did all right until the 50 lap mark where my tires were kind of shot and I started going backwards. When we had a longer green flag run, I was actually down to 1.5 laps of fuel when the caution came out, so that also saved my race. But just a strategy play. I always like to try the off strategy. Seems to pay off sometimes.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Number 1, thank you. I like to come out to everything you try to stream. Thank Cody for letting us run this league. It's really, really let me enjoy the ARCA car. Brand new love for it. Good racing with Moody. It's great to race with Shane. Again, praise him for giving me a shot instead of going 3 wide. The ultimate sacrifice play he gave it.
Well, good run, guys. Thanks for coming out, and I will talk to you guys in a few.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, great run for these guys here tonight. That's going to be it for us. Good run. It got rough at times, but it was entertaining. These guys are starting to figure it out. We'll see what they do on a road course next week. That can be real interesting. You don't want to miss that one. So, as always, guys, until next time, be safe and have a good night. Yeah, no problem. We'll be back on tomorrow. Try and race with us.